welcome in and welcome back to Polite for What? It's your favorite football girly Rhea. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my content. And if you already been here before, y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button. I'm sorry. That way I can stay in the algorithm. All right, y'all. I am back. I am here. And y'all already seen what the title is. Y'all already know what's going on today. Usually when I'm on here, I'm talking about football, but today we got to talk about what's going on in these NBA streets. So we're gonna get right into that. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the fan favorite in. I got my girl Raven here working with me today. She gonna tap in as we do these different conversations. So let me just go ahead and bring her in real quick. What's up, Raven?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good, good. Let me get my camera straight. It's tripping right now. But yeah, how you doing today? What's going on?
Whew, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a busy day, but it's a good day. It's been a good day.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mhm.
So like I said, letting the people know that we're gonna go ahead and talk about all these trades and everything that's been going on. So I mean, how you feeling about what's been going on in the NBA?
It's been crazy in the NBA. I cannot believe they traded Luca. Like that is insane. I can't believe it. But I think like with all the different scenarios and things that have been out there, um,
Mhm.
I think I would have traded him too. Instead of paying him almost $400 million for however many years, and the fact that he's like always hurt, he does not come back in shape. I mean, he's kind of a liability.
Well, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get right into that. That's pretty much one of the first topics that I have here on the docket that we're gonna talk about today. But as you guys come in, y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure you hitting that subscribe button. And if y'all wanna get in a conversation, make sure y'all getting those comments. Y'all already know how I rock over here. Don't come over here and don't say nothing because I don't walk in y'all house and I don't speak. And plus, y'all ain't seen me in a long time. I know y'all missed me a little bit. So getting these comments, let me know y'all in here as we talk about what's been going on in the NBA. So first, we are gonna get right into the Luka and AD trade, and I know by now everybody didn't seen what happened. It's one of the biggest trades that shocked the NBA, shocked the world. Matter of fact, I was at home. I think it was late at night when he got traded, like 11 o'clock, and my brother hit me up. He was like, "Man, what did Dallas just do?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Dallas just traded Luka." I was like, "You lying?" So of course, I get on my phone. I'm refreshing my phone. I'm not seeing nothing. Then, of course, if you want real time news, you got to go ahead and get on Twitter. So I get on Twitter and I'm like, oh, this is for real. And of course, Shams is the one who tweeted it out. And everybody thought Shams was hacked. So Shams was like, no, I'm not hacked. This is for real. So like what was your reaction to the trade?
I didn't believe it. I said Luca who? When I found out, when someone told me, I said Luca who because I couldn't believe it. And I mean, I still can't believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's like I said, it's a crazy trade. Like I said, it's one of the things that kind of shocked the world. Let me see what's going on with my I was gonna put my banner back up there, but I guess this is. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm acting like I ain't never did my own podcast before. Cause what's going on? Cause what's going on? Tripping. But what's up, Drake Surge? Where we been at? Life been life, and a lot of stuff been going on. Appreciate you being here. I know you always gonna pull up. If nobody else gonna pull up, Drake gonna be in the comments. But but yeah, man, I thought it was cool. I mean, not cool. I thought it was crazy too. When they traded him, like I said, it was a big shock to everybody. But overall, like, who do you think won that trade?
Uh, I think for now I'm gonna have to go with the Mavs. I think
Mhm.
AD is a great addition to what they got going on. I think with him coming and what's the kid's name? Is it Maxi or what's
Oh,
his name?
Max Christie.
Max Christie. I think the Mavs are stronger, actually. I think they're
Mhm.
stronger and stronger defensively. Um, so I'm gonna have to go with the Mavs. We're not gonna really know what Luca until we see him play with LeBron
Mhm.
and if he resigns. So I have to go with the Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with the Mavs too. I think the Mavs is ready to win right now, and a lot of people mad in Dallas, about Luca being traded. Of course, that was our franchise player. He's been there since he was a kid. He was, he got drafted there, and he's only 25 years old. So I get why the fans will be mad, but if you look at it overall in this totality, I think Dallas is ready to win right now, and they still got Kyrie Irving, they still got Klay Thompson. Like I said, AD is a dog. If AD is healthy, he's always gonna be a dog. So you got AD, you still got what's the guy over there named Hardy? I forgot his first name, but they still have a lot of good pieces that can win right now, and especially with the addition of AD. Like I said, you got better defensively too. So defensively and offensively, they got better. So I think the Mavs, they definitely won the trade. Now, as far as like the Lakers, honestly, I still don't think they've done enough. Like I don't know how Luka is gonna be playing with LeBron James. Like LeBron is gonna be okay because LeBron can play with anybody. He can play off ball, but Luka is not gonna be able to play off ball. Like he's gonna have an issue playing off ball. So I don't
Yeah,
know how those two are gonna be together. And I always think like every time somebody go play alongside LeBron, it's like they always kind of like take a step back for whatever reason. It's like they kind of like settle into a role like, okay, Bron is the star here. I'm just gonna, come over here and just chill. And I think that's the biggest things with a lot of players. Like you got to go over there and still play your game. You can't go over there and just be chill. Like go still play your game. But the way they roster look right now, I don't think they will win this year. Honestly, I don't see
yeah.
them.
The Lakers. I would be shocked. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna look like. But I do know, like, if Luke is any type of competitor that I think he may be, this
Mm.
should put a fire up under him. Like, it should piss him off to where it's like, I just hope Luka takes advantage of this. Like, you're with LeBron, one of the best to ever take care of his body. Learn from him because he's on his way out the door. LeBron James is leaving within the next 2 to 3 years. So if he does resign with the Lakers, Luka, this is your team, and you should be pissed that they traded you. So hopefully this puts a fire up under Luca and he gets his body right, learns from LeBron, and becomes even more of a beast.
It's so crazy. I forgot what podcast that I was watching the other day. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Luka's gonna go to he gonna go to LA. He gonna be with Bron. He gonna get his body right." And somebody made a point, and I thought it was funny. And I'm like, "Hey, that's real." They was like, "AD been with LeBron for how long? His body still ain't right." And I'm like, "Hey,
But
they got a point."
that's two different people.
No,
Yes, it is. You can't just because what one person do or doesn't do don't mean the next person is going to not do that. That's not the I can't agree with that one. Those are
no.
two different people. And
But here's my thing though, health is health regardless. Like if you over there with if AD is over there with Bron, he should have been taking on some of his regimens. I don't think AD really have an issue with his nutrition, but of course we all know AD have an issue with staying healthy. So if you over there working out with Bron, don't you think he would have been taking some type of direction from Bron to keep himself healthy? Like
maybe
AD's been
not.
hurt a few times since he been over there too. He's been hurt a
You would
lot.
you would think, but maybe he didn't or hasn't.
So what makes everybody think that Luca gonna go over there and do that? Luca been drinking beer, smoking hookah, and everything else
But
for the
Luca
last 7 years.
Luca
What is
has
that gonna make
some
everything? What makes you think that he's gonna go over there and just change his whole lifestyle?
Luca has some motivation now. Like you just got your team, your former organization let you go. And they said it's because for one, you probably don't play defense, and two, you don't take care of your body. That should piss you off. And that's what I mean. If you're any type of competitor, that should piss you off. If I get let go, I'm gonna be pissed off. If my job lets me go and I know I do my job well, I'm gonna be pissed. If I'm on a sports team, and that's and it goes back to, like I said, if he's any type of competitor, a real competitor is going to level up from this. Like, this is not going to break them. This is going to make them. And hopefully, this situation makes Luca. You've been rejected, you've been let go. So either you're going to shut up and prove everybody right and like prove the Mavs right. This is why we got rid of them, or you're going to level up. And hopefully, he levels up. So I don't feel like AD, you know, AD don't have like some people they just be chilling. Like, yeah, AD be hurt sometimes and or hurt a lot, but he might not have felt the need to go and work out with LeBron and keep his body healthy like LeBron. But Luca, you got a reason to. And I know if I was Luca, that's the first thing I'd be doing. Like I'm on a whole new different wavelength with my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I thought about it like, after all the emotions and stuff have, kind of passing, like I really don't have an emotional attachment to the Mavs or to Luca. Like I think Luca is a great player, but when I thought about it overall, I'm like the Mavs made a business decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they really made a business decision. Like you gotta understand, like, and a lot of people probably gonna hate me for this, but like Luca, yeah, he's one of the greatest scorers in the NBA. He can go get you a bucket. He can go drop 30 and 10 every night. But at the same time, it's just like if you continue to be the same player year in and year out, and you finally get to the NBA finals and your what this is what year 7 for him? I think this is year 7, and it took some pieces around him to come in to even get him there. And this is like, okay, you still lacking on defense. You don't play defense. Every year you coming back and you not in shape. Like you kind of like being complacent. You kind of looking the same. I mean, I get it as an organization. When you come up for a contract, it's like, why would I pay you $345 million and you've been the same player for the last 7 years? And I'm pretty sure they've came to him and they told him like, hey, we got some issues with the way you conditioning your body. We got some issues with you not making an effort to play defense. Like you're not getting
Right.
better. Yeah, you're gonna go out and you're gonna drop 30, drop 40, 50, however many points you're gonna drop every year. But I feel like when you continue to be the same player and you're not getting better, yeah, I probably would let him go too. Even though I mean he's 25, he young, I get it. And I think that's why a lot of people is really mad at the fact that like he's 25, he really is in his prime. But it's just like if they give him 345 million right now and he's been doing what he's been doing for the last 70 years, what makes you think why do you think the money is gonna motivate him to be better? Like it's
It's
gonna
not
get worse. Like, because at
right.
this point, I don't have nothing to work for. Like, I've already got the money. I'm gonna continue to do what got me to 345 million. Like Luca
Right.
not gonna get 345 million and all of a sudden start playing defense. Like, no,
Right.
like the money is just gonna make it worse. So I think as a business, from a business mindset, I think they made the right decision by letting him go somewhere else, like getting rid of him.
And I would have made the same decision if I was in the Mavs organization, like that person, because it makes sense. Like we're trying to make money and we're trying to win a championship. And they showed clips of that Boston Finals championship last year. Luka was not playing any defense.
Yeah.
People was blowing right past him. So no, I would have traded him too. I would have traded him too for AD.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
a lot of
AD's
people
a good
pissed off
addition.
about that though. A lot of people, and it's gonna drive a lot of people mad when y'all watch this back on playback. But business decision wise, they made the best decision for the organization. Like if I come to you, and he even said it, like I seen it coming. Like if they come to you and say, "Hey, we're having an issue with the way you coming back," every year you kind of got to play yourself back in shape. Like if they come to you and tell you that and you don't change, like you gotta expect, okay, something's probably gonna come after that. But just imagine if like Luca go to the offseason and he come back and he's already like in tip top shape, he gonna be a dog. Like he already a dog now, but just imagine if like he's really in shape. Like he's not really available. He wasn't available that much for real, like coming up like during the playoffs. He was
Mhm.
hurt, like he was having some knee issues. So just imagine if like he was really taking basketball serious and really just coming back in shape. I think Luca would probably be a whole lot better than what he is. Playing defense is just effort, man. Like just make some type of effort to play defense. But you got a lot of players like that in the NBA who they just don't play defense.
Yeah,
Like that's
just
just not
offense.
yeah, they just want to play offense. But I think when you can be a two-way player, you play, you know what I'm saying? You can go get a bucket on one end and then you can go to the other side and stop, the other defender from making a basket. And that's making you valuable to your team. And if your
Right.
team see you as one-sided as this, that's the reason why they say got rid of Luca. But I mean, that is what it is at this point. I mean, he's gone. There's nothing they can do about it. But I honestly think that the Lakers, they definitely have, I say about a 2 to 3 year window to win a championship. Being
You
that
think
they
they have a
have
you think
huh?
they have a 2 to 3 year window?
Yeah, the Mavs definitely because they have a
You
they
said the
like that,
Lakers.
huh?
You just said the
I'm
Lakers.
in the Mavs. I'm in the Mavs. I think the Mavs have a 2 to 3 window to
So
win.
I think so too. Yeah.
because they have a lot of older players over there. Like AD, I mean,
And
he
he's
ain't
been
no
there.
spring chicken. I think he's gonna be 32 this year.
Kyrie's
Clay,
been there.
yeah,
Clay.
Kyrie's 32 and Clay's 34. So they really have a small window for them to try to like get a championship. That's why I say maybe the next 2 to 3 years. They got to get it done. If they don't, then it's gonna probably look like a bad trade. Then if, of course, the Lakers they're gonna have Luca for the next decades. 25, like I said, hopefully this light a fire under him.
If he resigns.
Huh?
If he resigns, right?
He's definitely gonna resign. He ain't. I mean, come on. It's LA. Like it's one of biggest markets in basketball. Like Dallas is big, but it ain't LA.
Yeah, no. Okay, so do you think you heard what Dwayne Wade said, right?
No, what did he say?
I think it was Dwayne Wade who said, the numbers in the NBA have been going down. Like, um, in this right here, this trade and a bunch of all these other trades too, is gonna get the TV ratings up back for the NBA. I think so too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So do you think this is kind of all like it's not a
Yeah,
coincidence?
with
You know
your
what I
with
mean?
your 10-4 hat on. These
Huh?
conspiracy theories.
No, so you don't think so? And then they trying to get a casino arena for the Mavs down here. You know, like I believe all of that. Money talks. You gonna make more money, doing what you did getting rid of Luca than if you kept him. And it does get the TV ratings up. Imagine what the ratings are gonna be when LA plays the Mavs. Imagine what they would be if LA played in Dallas. But
Yeah.
the Mavs are coming to LA. I think on the 25th or 26th. I think the 25th of this month.
Yeah, they definitely play this month. But I definitely think like with all the trades in the NBA, it's definitely gonna make the viewership go up because everybody's gonna want to see like what these players look like on their new team. So definitely the viewership should increase. Like to me, like I said, like NBA, these trades have just been going crazy. Every day I'm waking up, somebody in a new city. Uh some of these players have been bounced around the four different teams in 24 hours. Like,
You would have been all around the country.
man, look, at this point, like it should increase viewership, but I don't know. I don't know if like if Luca was used as a pawn. I mean, he could, I don't really dive into them conspiracy theories, but
Man.
hey, it could. Drake said the 76ers are, I don't want to cuss on here. Why can't we get one of these good trades? I don't know. The Sixers really
Don't
ain't
nobody
do
want to play
nothing.
in Philly?
And nobody want to play
Please.
in Philly, and then
With
like,
Joel Embiid, please.
yeah, and then Embiid is another player who can't even stay healthy. Like, why would I
Yeah.
want to go over there and
Yep.
play with a player who don't even stay healthy right now? It's like it's all on Tyrese Maxey right now, honestly
Paul
speaking.
George ain't even been healthy. I know you
Paul,
regret going there
man, listen, yeah, Paul George ain't been healthy, so why would anybody want to go
to
to
Philly.
play with the Sixers? But so let's just go ahead. So that's the Luka thing. Like I said, we didn't. I know everybody and I already talked about it. I just want to give my little input on that. But before we move on to the next subject, let's also talk about what the Lakers did. Now I think it's probably about 2 days ago. They got rid of Dalton Connect and they brought in a big man in Mark Williams. So they sent Dalton Connect and they sent Cam Reddish to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams. So like what you think about that?
I
Them
don't
getting
know.
that big man.
I don't know much about Mark Williams, who's over there at Charlotte, but I mean, I guess it was a good trade because they need that. The Lakers are trying to get something right now going, and they need a big man. So I don't think this necessarily, you know, puts them further, like going into the playoffs with
Mm,
with this trade, but I think it helps them get closer to, creating that team that they're trying to create within like the next 1 to 3 years. I mean, it's obvious they're trying to do something while they got LeBron here. LeBron and Luca together. So they're trying to
mm.
bring in pieces. I feel like the Lakers, they need like some shooting guards or something. Like Gabe is, I don't know, he's streaky. I don't know.
Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
so how do you feel about them sending their first round draft pick to Charlotte? Because I think Don Connect is a bucket. I think he can hoop. I think he have a lot of potential, a lot of upside. So what you think about them sending him to Charlotte, like and not holding on to him?
Well, it's not a surprise. The Lakers never hold on to these young talents. They let them go. But I don't know, it may come back and bite him later on. The guy's got to develop. So, I mean, he's not there. Like what they need right now, he can't provide. So you got to let him go so you can get what you need. So, it's
Especially,
unfortunate.
I guess, because they're in win now mode. We're potentially trying to be in win now mode. So,
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Mark Williams, but of course, like I did a little research. And what I found out about Mark Williams is, I wrote it down so I didn't forget. Offensively, he averages 16 points, 9 rebounds, and he shoots 59% from the field. The only issues with Mark Williams is he's kind of injury prone. Now he is a young guy, 23 years old. He can kind of grow with Luka, but he has had some issues with his defense. And like I said, he's been kind of injury prone too. He had some back issues, and I think he just recently came off of a foot injury. And I think the reason why, and I seen it on a broadcast, like Charlotte moved away from him because he can't get stronger in the weight room. He can't lift because of his back. So I think they
Mm.
were cool with parting with him, like, because he's not healthy either. He's a bucket though. Like he's a good guy, young, but like I said, he can't get stronger because he has those issues with his back. And then like I said, he's recently coming off of a foot injury. But
Just like Zion. He's
yeah,
a bucket, but Zion is a liability.
yeah. So I mean, they kind of. I'm not gonna say like Mark Williams is a Anthony Davis, but I mean, you do get a center, a young center. You know how Luka want to play the little lob game he had over there with with Derek Lively. So he is a young, athletic center, but he do have some issues too regarding his health, and he don't play defense. So now you add another player to the team who don't play defense. So
I don't know
that's
if
that,
LeBron's gonna get another one.
huh?
I don't know if LeBron's gonna get another one. It's nobody left.
Yeah. But I've been told you that a long time ago. I'm like, LeBron is not getting another ring before he retires. Like I've told you that before, and I don't know why you don't believe me. Especially like the way this roster is going. Like, and I see LeBron probably retiring next year. Honestly, I don't. What I mean, what is there? What do he need to stick around for another 2 years for? I mean,
Hell,
for what?
if he does, he might as well wait till Bryce gets out.
No, I mean, I don't want to. You already with you're not even doing nothing with Bronny.
Like Bronny and Bryce are not the same players.
Hey, I'm with you, Drake. Drake said, "Can we call Zion a bust yet?" I don't think Zion is a bust. Like Zion is a dog. He just have some issues with his health, and then like he's in the wrong city. Like New Orleans have the best food in the world. Like he's just in the wrong city. I think Zion needs to be sent somewhere where he just have no access to any type of food. Like
You know where he would do good? The Spurs. But Drake is right. Zion is a bust. Zion, if I was the
he said, "Can we call him a bust yet?" I don't think he's a bust.
why we can't call what is a bust? What's the definition of that? Like you didn't
I
pan
guess
out.
somebody who was drafted high and he had a lot of upside, a lot of potential, but he hasn't been playing to that potential.
Yes, we can call him a bust. Absolutely.
I
We could
don't
have
think
called it
so.
we could have called that years ago. Absolutely. Zion,
he said he said he came into the league and went on a cake batter diet.
listen, Zion, I would have been part of the waves with Zion, Brandon Ingram, who is now going to
Man,
Canada. I
you
would have been,
crazy. Bi is a bucket.
yeah, but he's hurt all the time. Like, what? This is my thing. If I'm an organization and I'm paying millions of dollars to an athlete, I want my money's worth. If you're always hurt on the bench, I'm not getting my money's worth. You are for one a liability, and you're basically taken from the organization. You're getting to sit down all day every day and make millions of dollars. Not in my organization, you're not.
And you
Now
know
he's a
what?
he's a dog when
What?
he's healthy, but he's never healthy. A month is not gonna work. You can't be good for a month, and then how many months are they in season? You're not helping us. And I could have spent that money on somebody else.
I think the reason why the Pelicans is holding on to Zion is so long because first of all, like New Orleans is not a basketball city. Like it's straight Saint Nation over there. They're not really big for basketball. So I think with them having a talent like Zion, they look at it like, okay, if he can just get healthy, he's gonna be really good for the organization. And I agree with him. Like Zion just gotta lose some weight. Like if he can just lose some weight and stay healthy and stay on a good diet, like Zion is a dog. Like I seen what he did I don't know. I don't think it was last year. Maybe it was last year or year before last. I can't really remember. But Zion was going crazy in those playoffs. Like I think I forgot who they was playing, but if he would have stayed healthy, they would have made it to the next round. But I think he made it like hurt his ankle or something like that, and he was out for the rest of the playoffs. And then of course they got eliminated. But Zion, I think that's why they haven't. And I was really surprised that they didn't trade him. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, Zion has a lot of upside if he can just get his health and nutrition together.
How old is he?
Zion young too. Like he can't be like no older than maybe 25, 26. Like
He's
Zion is young.
mm-mm.
Drake said
Oh,
he's supposed to be the next LeBron and haven't heard from him in 5 years.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Zion.
I wouldn't say Zion is a dog. Like we got
Yeah,
to
you
stop using that
crazy.
word so
You're
loosely.
crazy.
You know what a dog is?
Did you see what Zion was doing when he was at Duke?
A dog.
He is a man child.
See, if he was really a dog, he would be taking care of his body. Do you think Kobe Bryant, Michael
We
Jordan, we
talking
call those
about
hold up, we call
those are
those
different
people.
players in
No,
a
no, no, no,
different
no.
era. We
Those are
talking about
people.
Gen Z
But
kids.
listen, we call
We talking
those
about
players.
Gen Z kids.
Hold on. We call listen, Gen Z is a problem because you know what I seen on Instagram today? People at these jobs are firing these Gen Z people that they're hiring because they're showing up late, they lazy. And if Zion is Gen Z, that proves my point. He's not a dog. He's a great athlete. He is very athletic. He may be a generational talent, but a dog is somebody who has a certain type of mentality, and he don't have that mentality. And I'm talking about that mentality where it's like, I'm gonna work my ass off, right? I keep getting hurt, so I'm gonna do what needs to be done so I can stop being hurt. He's not that. He's athletic and he has great potential, but we ain't gonna never see that potential because Zion is not that guy. He's okay with being mediocre. He is okay with being okay. That's not him. And if he's doing all of this and being hurt in his 20s, you think I'm going to keep him around so when he's 30, like what more can he show me? You gotta want to change up here before all of this body and stuff changes. And we ain't seen it. And we're not
I
going to
think
see it.
Zion has a lot of upside. I think that's the reason why the Pelicans haven't moved away from him. Maybe they have tried to shop him and they couldn't get rid of him because he can't stay healthy. I don't know. I don't know what going on behind the scenes, but I just know that he didn't get traded. But like I said, if Zion can just get his mental and his nutrition right, like Zion is a really good player to have. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like especially coming downhill, you ain't trying to get in front of Zion. Like Zion, like I said, he was. If you ever watched him at Duke, Zion he was a
I
man
watched
child,
him
but
do.
he just heavy. Like he's carrying too much weight his for the things he want to do, all that dunking and stuff. So he gotta get his health together for sure. But let's go ahead and move into what I want to talk to next. So let's talk about the Jimmy Butler trade. So Jimmy Butler was traded to the Warriors. It was a three-team trade. So the Heat was involved, the Utah Jazz was involved, and the Pistons were involved. So if y'all haven't heard, I'm just gonna read off some of the players who went to what team. So the Heat got Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, and a 2025 first round pick from the Warriors. The Jazz received KJ Martin, Josh Richardson, and two second round picks. That's for 2028 and 2029. And then the Pistons got Lindy Waters III, and they got Dennis Schroeder. What do you think about this trade? Like, how do you feel about Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, and like, does he make them an instant contender?
I don't know. I an instant contender. Like I don't know what type of bench they have anymore. Um,
We're talking
I
about
don't.
the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean they traded Wiggins. Who else did they trade?
That was it, just Wiggins.
That's it.
They traded Wiggins and some picks. I told you the
Oh,
Heat got. Oh, I'm sorry, they got Kyle Anderson as well. So the Heat got Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson,
that's
and
that light skinned guy. No,
yeah,
who's
with
Kyle?
a look, yeah, that's Kyle Anderson. He used to play
Okay,
for Memphis.
Spurs. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
is it Memphis or Minnesota? Minnesota, I think. Minnesota.
Okay.
And then they got a 2025 first round pick. So right now the Warriors potential starting five could be Stephen Curry, Buddy Hill, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Quentin Post, or maybe Kevon Looney.
I mean, maybe they got a little better. I think they got a little better with Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy's active. He's good. He's gonna bring a lot of momentum and offense. I could kind of see him and Draymond bumping heads. Jimmy is not Kevin Durant, so Draymond is not about to be punking Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
Um, so I could kind of see them two bumping heads. Um, but I don't know if I would say like an instant contender. I don't know about that part yet. I have to see. But I think he's a good addition, but I don't know if he's enough.
right. For me, I think he made them a good regular season team. I don't think
Mhm.
he made them a championship team.
Mhm.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. We
Yeah.
seen what Jimmy Butler did with the Miami Heat, and he had a less of a roster.
Mhm.
I just don't see this team going to the championship. Like the West is hard. Like the
Yeah.
East, that's a different beast. Like you can do
Yeah.
that in the East, but the West is a different dog. Like you have a lot of good teams in the West. So
Hell, every team.
yeah,
OKC, the Mavs. The only teams who are you kind of really not thinking about are the Clippers. You kind of not really thinking about LA, and you kind of not really worried about the Warriors. But like everybody else, the Rockets, Timberwolves, Minnesota, the Nuggets. Who
Memphis,
else? Yeah, the Mavs. Like they got stronger.
OKC.
Yeah,
Who else? In the West. Um,
and then even if you do include the Lakers,
but you're not really thinking about Phoenix either.
no, that you don't. But yeah, the West is hard. I mean, all those teams we just named, even with a healthy Phoenix, healthy Warriors, they're tough to beat still.
Mhm.
A healthy Lakers team, they're gonna be tough to beat. And I think all the West teams are gonna be tough. It's gonna be
Right.
hard.
Drake said, "Bad trade. Jimmy is a stuff on digs in the NBA. Just complain everywhere he goes."
That's true.
Yeah, Jimmy been bounced around to a few teams. I'm low key starting to feel like Jimmy might be a cancer in the locker room.
Hmm.
Um, I just never, I'll never forget that clip when he was like, "Tobias Harris over me."
Yeah.
He was mad. He was mad about that. But at the end of the day, like
I
Jimmy gonna
forgot he
come
was with
in.
Philly.
Huh? Yeah, this when he was with Philly. Jimmy gonna come in and he gonna give you some buckets, but like I don't think he make the Warriors like a championship team. Like I think they're gonna be really, really good in the offseason. They might even get to the play in, but I don't think they're gonna make no noise in the playoffs. Like I don't
I
know.
don't agree with that.
Something about
I
him
think
being on this roster just makes me I don't know. It's something weird about it. I don't know. It don't make me feel right about him being
if
over.
they get to the playoffs, I'm not counting I'm not counting no teams out in the West for the playoffs. I mean, I
Nah,
think I think the Warriors, like Stephen Curry and them, they turned it up in the playoffs. And just like you said, playoff Jimmy's different. Like I don't see the play in for the West, the regular playoffs for the West. It's all gonna be difficult. It don't matter who you get.
I was watching I think that was Jeff Teague's podcast, and they were talking about like if they get into that like seventh or eighth seed and if they get the Rockets the first round, they can beat the Rockets. And I'm like, hey,
The
don't
Warriors,
sleep on it. Yeah, I'm like, hey, don't sleep on H Town. Like Houston look real good with that young roster right
they
now. Like
do, but
they have a
Houston has
lot of
got to
dogs. They have a
finish.
lot of grit,
Like
huh?
they should have won the last game. They
Yeah.
played yesterday. I think they should have won. Houston does have some dogs, and I don't know because again they have some grit. I tell you that they have some grit. They are good, but Houston is young and
Hmm.
they're inexperienced. So I do believe the Warriors, if they did get Houston, they could beat them. Yes, that's the only reason why I feel like when OKC and the Mavs played, was it the last playoffs? I've been
Hmm.
said I've been said the Mavs was going to beat them, and I thought it was because the OKC was just less experienced. Now I don't know if that would now if they played them again this year, I think it's going to be a dog fight because you got OKC who is experienced, but you got a more experienced Mavs team. You got AD, you got Kyrie who been there. They all got rings and Clay, and then Lively and them. They all been there. So that's what I
I'm
mean. It's
not gonna lie to you. OKC look a whole lot better from what they did last year, especially they added Isaiah Hartenstein over there too. I'm not gonna lie, like OKC is looking real scary. And I ain't gonna lie, they getting a little cocky too. One thing I do want to say, Like Shay, like I'm starting to like. I'm starting not to like SGA. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there's been a few games. Well, I'll say this. So like when they winning, he all like he's boastful, he's prideful. They all barking at the interviews, all this, doing all this craziness, nonsense, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment they lose, like SGA don't want to talk to nobody. He walking off the court, he ain't shaking hands. To me, that's like it's just poor like sportsmanship to
Sportsmanship.
me. Like, dude, like be the same, like keep that same energy. Like he just like he's a sore loser. And I'm like I said, I'm starting not to like OKC, but you gotta respect them as a team. Like they roster look really, really well. I mean, not really, really well. Look really, really good. I'm trying to read this comment. It looked really, really good, but yeah, I think I don't know if Dallas had to play OKC again. I think OKC win that series.
I
They
don't
look
know.
they look different. I ain't gonna lie to you. They look different this year.
Yeah, but you got a AD in there now. I don't know if they win. I don't know. I think all the West games is gonna come down. Like they gonna all be like game sixes and game sevens.
I think the West is gonna. I think the playoffs is gonna be crazy. Like I said, all these new additions to these teams, like playoffs is gonna be fun, and that's usually when I tune in. Anyways, I've been watching it like pretty often. Like I've been watching these last couple of weeks because I want to see like what Houston is doing, and I've been watching the Rockets. Rockets are very. I ain't gonna lie to you. Rockets is a very exciting team to watch right now. If y'all haven't been
They
watching
are.
A-Town play, like if y'all see Rockets on the schedule, like tune into that game. Like I just love the way they play fast. They gon' you know what I'm saying? Like him and Amin and Jalen Green, they like to play fast with the dunks and like they're an exciting team to watch right now. Like I said, they get to the playoffs, they gonna make some noise too. But I'm mad that they didn't upgrade their roster. They didn't really do too much. I seen that they brought in like Cody Zeller, which is an older player. I think he was with the Heat at one point. I don't know who he was with. And then they brought in somebody off of the Celtics. They really ain't do much to help them with shooting because they really need some more shooters on that team. Like you said, they don't really have a true closer. If they had a true closer over there, I think they would be better. But they didn't really do much to upgrade their team. And I did see today they were talking about maybe getting Ben Simmons, and I think that's an absolutely hell no.
Hell no.
Not bring Ben Simmons
Mm,
to Houston at all. Like Ben
no.
Simmons is just a shell of himself. Like Ben Simmons used to be really good, but his injuries and I think most of his the way he plays is like mental for him. Like
Really messed
he's
him
not
up.
a yeah, he's not a good player anymore. Like he's nah,
Yeah. He don't
I
even
don't
be
want
on the
Ben Simmons.
court. No, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Philly
don't want Ben.
Philly messed him up.
I don't know what happened. Like being mentally prepared is a real thing. Like I was just watching him play the other night. I'm like, yo, Ben Simmons is just he ain't that dude nowhere. Like he didn't kind of fell off. But yeah, I really wish Houston would have did something, man.
They
They
maybe
didn't
should
really
have
do
got
much.
Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant would have fit in good with them, but you would have had to give up too much. You had to give up
Yeah.
everything.
No, I'm not giving up my roster for a 36-year-old KD. Sorry. I'm not breaking my whole team up for KD. Like KD is who he is. He's a champion. But at his age, why would I break my young core up to bring in an older player that's probably going to retire in the next maybe 4 years?
Right.
And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I think Phoenix is probably going to be next to blow up their roster too.
Yeah, they are. They about to
Cause
blow that up.
they ain't really made no moves. They didn't really make too many moves at the trade deadline. I didn't really see them do too much for real. I seen them move off for Nurkic, but outside of that, they didn't really do anything. But let's go ahead and move into what I want to talk about next. So Brandon Ingram to Toronto for Bruce Brown, Kelly Olympic, a first and a second round pick. What you think about Brandon being on the Raptors? What you think about that?
I don't really have no thought. I don't really watch the Raptors play. Um, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you one Raptors player name.
Really? So
Yeah,
okay, so just Brandon Ingram as a whole. What you think about Brandon Ingram just going to Canada?
it may be good for him, but I don't know who wants to really just play in Canada. I mean,
Mm,
I want to be in the U.S. if I'm on the NBA team. I don't necessarily want to be in Canada. So,
yeah.
you know, I don't know. Maybe he'll do good there.
I like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Brandon going over there. Like he really has a chance to go a little bit further in the playoffs. Now the Pelicans, they did make the playoffs the last couple of years, but I think they might be going a little bit further with this roster. Now, you say you don't really watch the Pelicans, but they really have some nice pieces on their roster. Scotty Barnes, RJ Barry, Emmanuel quickly,
Oh,
and then Jacob
okay.
Porter over there. Yeah,
No,
they
Scotty
got some nice
Barnes.
pieces over there. Outside of it being Canada, I really I like Brandon Ingram over there. I think Brandon Ingram's still a very serviceable player. He's still good. So I think with him being an addition to that roster, I think they may do something. Especially, and then it's the East too, so I can see them they're gonna make the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, there's nobody in the East. The East biggest competition probably is, I don't know, Boston, the Bucks, the
The
Knicks,
Knicks,
and Cavs.
yeah,
That group.
top four. Yeah, because I
Hmm.
don't really see Philly doing too much.
No,
Who else is over there in the East? I
you know,
don't really see
I would get away from Joel too. Like if I'm the Philly
yeah, but
organization,
who we want Joel at this point? I mean, where is he going?
I don't know, but I would get away from him. Like, cause what are you doing for us?
Yeah,
I would have been got rid of him.
Joel is another one who can't stay healthy because of his weight. I think it's his weight. Like he kind of big too. He he got to lose a little bit weight. Like
And I think Joel is scary. Like he don't ever want to play against
yeah, he don't want that man. He don't want that smoke with Yoke. He don't never want to go play in Denver.
the
His
only time.
whole career, I don't think this man has ever played in Denver, Colorado against Jokic. Like he do not want no smoke with Yoke.
And the only reason they gave him
And
that
he got the nerve to
MVP,
call himself the MVP of the league.
yeah, no, he's not.
Absolutely not.
They just did that so he quit crying.
Yeah, they was tired of giving it to Jokic every year.
Hmm.
Jokic a bucket. Like I don't know if y'all been watching the Nuggets, but Jokic has been dropping triple doubles damn near every night.
Oh wow.
Yoke over there 28, 10, and 11. Damn
Oh,
near every night. These triple doubles, like, if y'all ain't been tuned in to basketball, and I've been tuned in these last couple of weeks, I ain't gonna lie to you, but Jokic been going crazy. Like quietly, but you ain't gonna know because like a lot of Denver games don't get broadcast because of course they're not in a big market. So they don't put a lot of their games on TV. But if y'all ever catch Denver the Nuggets on TNT, like man, look at take Yoke. If y'all bet y'all on prize pit, take Yoke on points, rebounds, and assists because he gonna cover every time.
I hope Denver goes far in the playoffs. I want Russ to get a ring.
Matter of fact, what's been going on with Risk? I haven't been seeing him out there these last few games. I don't know if he's hurt or what. He ain't been in the lineup.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really been watching him. Last I looked at him, that he was in the lineup, but I don't
I
know.
look I think like the last two games he wasn't like I didn't see him on the bench. I didn't see him in the lineup. So I don't know
Oh dang, is he hurt?
if he's hurt or what. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see Jamal Murray out there either. So maybe they both might be out. But let's go ahead and let's get into the next thing I want to talk about in this crazy NBA trade. You got De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs for Zach LaVine in a three-team trade. So if y'all have not heard, the Spurs, the Kings, and the Bulls all traded to get De'Aaron Fox over to San Antonio. So the Spurs did receive De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McCaughlin. Hope I'm saying his name right. McLaughlin. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
that's right. The Kings received Zach LaVine, Cisco, Sisowski, and then they got a bunch of picks. And then the Bulls got Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter, and then they got the Spurs 2025 first round pick. Um, they pretty much everybody gave up a haul just to get De'Aaron to San Antonio. But what you think about De'Aaron Fox being over there with Wemby? Like, who do you think won that trade?
I think it's a good trade. I think Darren's gonna do good in San Antonio.
And they
Um,
did win the other night, just to throw it in there. They first
yeah,
game
they
of the
did.
year.
They were playing. Who were they playing? I forget, but
I think they played the Pacers or something.
um, I think it's a good trade. I think Darren's gonna do good with Wimby and with Chris Paul over there too.
Yeah. I think outside of it being San Antonio, because like it's a small market and there's nothing to do. I think it was a good pickup too. Fox is still in his prime, 27 years old. He get to go over there with Wimby and they get to grow together. And then like the Spurs are very boring. Like if y'all
Mhm.
ever watch the Spurs is a very very boring team to watch. So like De'Aaron does bring some type of excitement over there to that squad. Even with Wimby being over there, like they still kind of kind of boring to watch for me. I don't know. But De'Aaron, he gets the opportunity to go over there and learn from Chris Paul, one of the best point guards in the game. So I think that was a good pickup for the Spurs to bring him in, honestly. Like I said,
Mhm.
they did win. They did win the other night when they played their first game together, but I think they have a lot of upside on that roster. I think they get a couple more pieces over there with De'Aaron and with Wimby. I think they might be a contender in the West.
Mhm.
Cause they one of those teams that nobody not really worried about. Like, yeah, De'Aaron in San Antonio, but we ain't really y'all ain't gonna make no noise for real.
All right.
I think they need a couple more pieces over there to for me to be like, okay, they some dogs, but nah, right now I'm just kind of like, they're just an all right team to me. Like, but De'Aaron, I don't know. I feel like De'Aaron had a better roster when he was in Sacramento. Remember that year? Was that last year or year before last? When they went far in the playoffs.
Yeah, the year before last.
It was year before last.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were really good about 2 years ago. I don't know what happened in Sacramento why De'Aaron wanted out, but they had a really good team that year because remember they were who they was beefing with that year? Was it Memphis? Who what? No, 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 no. It was the Warriors. They was
Warriors.
Warriors. They was beefing with the Warriors that year. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the Kings would want to move off of De'Aaron, but
Well, he wanted to move.
oh he did.
Yeah, didn't he? He wanted to trade.
Oh, I didn't know he wanted to trade.
Yeah, he told him he wanted to go to the Spurs.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he's the one who
Yeah,
requested the trade. I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
he
wonder what
wanted.
happened.
I don't know. Maybe he's upset that Mike Brown, was it Mike Brown who they fired? Maybe
Maybe
he's upset about that. I don't know.
because they had a decent roster over there. Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Kevin Herter, what's that dude name? Ellis. They had some nice pieces over there. I don't know why De'Aaron would want to move on, but that's pretty much all I have as far as like the blockbuster trades. Like I said, like man, the NBA, man, it's been going crazy. This whole entire week, but now like everything is settled in. Like I said, this is the aftermath of everything that happened. So where everybody is at now is pretty much this is gonna be their squad. This is their team. Hopefully, some of these teams can make a playoff run. So y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all gonna watch this back on playoff or if y'all still coming in. Y'all let me know like who y'all think is like who's the favorites like in the West and who's the favorites like in the East. Y'all think is probably gonna get to the championship, but like I said, those were the biggest names that I want to talk about, but I do have a few honorable mentions. They not like huge names in the NBA, but it's still names that y'all know, and I still think there was some decent trades. So I'm gonna just go through that real quick. So you had DeAndre Hunter to the Hawks for Karis LeVert, George. I hope I'm saying that right. George's Nieks and some picks. So what you think about? Well, you probably don't really watch Atlanta like that.
Mm-mm. The only one I know is Bodanovich.
Oh, Bogey, yeah.
But I think him, where did he go?
Bogey went to the Clippers.
I think he'll do good.
Drake said, "Don't ask me. I don't know. I just watched playoffs and the 76ers ain't making it, so I'm not watching." First of all, Drake, I just thought about something. How you live in Buffalo and you a 76ers fan? Was that the closest team to y'all? How you all the way in Philly and you live in Buffalo? I guess it ain't that far apart. I guess it's not too far fetched. But so let me get back to these other trades. You had Chris Middleton to Washington for Kyle Kuzma. What do you think about that?
Um, it's great for Kyle Kuzma. I know he's probably glad to be out of DC and off that losing team. It sucks for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, it do suck for Chris Middleton, but I mean not for real because Chris Middleton. I mean he already have a ring, so
Right.
it ain't too bad. And honestly, DC wouldn't be a bad destination. Their team just sucks. They
Yeah.
just got a bad roster. And I think I talked to you about this offline. I low
Hmm.
key wouldn't mind seeing KD go back to DC. I mean, he's from DC. He's kind of
So
like at the tail end of his career. Like, why not go back home and play for DC? And I think it would make the roster a little bit better. Like, I don't know if Kevin Durant is gonna win another ring before he retire.
probably not.
Yeah. So why not? So I don't know. I think DC would have been. I think it'd be a cooler destination for him to go to and just go ahead and ride out in the sunset. Like it low key make me a little bit sad that like Steph is gonna probably be retiring soon. KD, LeBron, like, cause that's our era. Like that's who we grew up on. Like we grew up on LeBron, we grew up on KD, we grew up on Steph, the Draymonds, all them boys. So it's really gonna be like
Yeah,
kind of sad to see them
Russ
boys.
on his
But
way out too.
Russ still one of my favorite players in the NBA. I don't care what nobody say. I love Russ. It's gonna be real sad to see them boys like retire because they really getting up in age. They damn near almost 40.
Hmm.
See, we damn near almost 40 at this point.
Oh my God.
Hey, don't say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we probably don't look old, but we some
we not
teenagers.
old. We're
We the
just
aunties.
wise.
We the
We're
aunties. We the
older in
aunties.
age.
We just look young, but we the aunties out here at this point.
We
But
really are the aunties.
it makes me a little bit sad, like thinking that they're going to retire soon. But let me finish going through these honorable mentions real quick. So you got Marcus Smart to Washington for Marvin Bagley and Johnny Davis. I know y'all probably know who that is. And then y'all had Jake LaRivia to the Kings. So how do you feel about I first of all, I didn't even know Marcus Smart was back in Memphis. I don't know
Either
when he got back to Memphis. I didn't know he had got traded. Cause where did he go?
Marcus Smart, wasn't he just with the Buck? No, that was Crowder. I don't know where Marcus Smart was.
I mean, I didn't know he was back with the Celtics. My bad. I didn't know he was back with this. Was it with the Celtics?
I don't know where he
No,
is.
back with Memphis. I didn't know he was back. I didn't know he was back with Memphis. Where did he come from? He came from the Celtics.
And before that, he was with Memphis. I know he was with Memphis at one point.
What was his original team? Was it Memphis or was it Boston?
Boston,
Boston was his
because
original
he had
team.
the green hair.
Yes.
Yes.
So Marcus Smart got traded again. So he went from his current team, which was I could have sworn I seen him back at this. I could be tripping. I don't know. I could be tripping. But anyways, Marcus Smart got traded to Washington. How you feel about him going to Washington with Chris Middleton?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean,
What do you know at this point?
they may be able to turn it around. But Marcus Smart is a defensive player. Middleton, he's good both ways. But I mean, is that enough to really change a franchise?
I mean, you still got Jordan Poole over there. You got Denny Avia. You probably don't know who none of these players is because I don't know. I don't. We gotta keep you up to date. But you don't really know what be going on. Like I be knowing enough. I'm more of your football girly, but I still be knowing like what some of these rosters look like. But
Hmm.
I don't know if it's enough to move the needle. I don't know if that would get them in the playoffs because
Right.
maybe
That's what I'm saying.
Wizards are in the East, so they might be able to get into a play in. Just never know.
And
They might. I gotta see where they sit right now in the East. But you got Bogey, aka Bogdanovich. He went to the Clippers for Terrence Mann and Bones Highland. What you think
I'm
about that?
surprised the Clippers got rid of Terrence Mann.
You said that dead last, Drake. The
Mm,
Wizards dead last in the East.
that sound about
They
right.
dead sorry.
They not making no play in.
Damn, they must. What they got like 9 wins? They just
If
lost
that.
17 straight. Dang, they that trash.
And that's where Jordan Poole is too.
So pretty much going to Washington is like going to the Wilder. That's a Game of Thrones reference. If y'all watch Game of Thrones,
And
they
see,
send you to the wall to die.
that's why I said I don't know, because shoot, I do not know how that's gonna work. I would not want to be in Washington. It may be a great city, but if I'm playing a sport, I don't want to be on no losing team. I don't care how great the city is. We're
Yeah, but
losing.
then you gotta have players like that to attract other players to come there to play.
So who wants to come play with Chris Middleton and oh boy,
Marcus Smart and Jordan Poole. I mean, if they get a big piece over there, I mean, they gotta start winning first. First
Yeah,
of all, Drake,
exactly.
don't make me block you, Drake. He gonna talk about I know it's like joining the Cowboys, no hope. First of all, we ain't the bottom of the barrel in the NFC East. We ain't even the bottom of the barrel in the NFC conference, period. Don't start with me, Drake. Don't start. We talking about basketball today.
The bottom of the
Let's keep it
barrel.
civilized. But yeah, you're right. I didn't know they was that bad. I didn't know they lost 17 straight. Like, dang, they kind of trash a little bit then.
Not kind of.
I didn't know they was at the bottom like that. Okay. Okay. Then you got PJ Tucker to the Raptors for Davion Mitchell. So PJ Tucker had been bounced around too.
Mm,
He thought he was gonna be back at the Heat, but they didn't moved him from the Heat to the Raptors. So
mm,
he in Canada with Brandon Ingram.
mm.
They might be. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all sleeping on that Raptors roster. They might be all right. That Raptors roster might be all right. PJ Tucker not like PJ Tucker's a defender. He gonna play defense. He can knock down threes. He gonna get you a lot of points, but he definitely gonna defend for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That roster may be like I said. I've named who they have over right now. I think they might be the Raptors may do something in the East. They got a pretty decent roster.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Reggie Jackson to the Wizards for Jared Butler.
Say that
Jared
one more time.
Reggie Jackson
Oh, mm-hmm.
went to the Wizards as well. I don't think none of these moves is gonna help them this year. Maybe next year. When Cooper Flag come out, because
He could come out.
they could be taking for Cooper Flag. When is he? Do he come out next year?
He can. You know, in the
He eligible to come out?
I think so. Because in the college, all you got to do is 1 year, right? Yeah. Because Bronny did 1 year.
I thought they made
Or
you. Oh yeah, you're right. Or was it 2 years? No, 1 year. 1 year. Because Bronny did a year.
yeah,
Yeah, Bronny did. They could be taking for Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag.
maybe.
Yeah, I think he might be coming out next year, so they could be tanking for him.
Yep.
That'll be a good pickup if they can get Cooper Flag and they these small pieces that they have, so they might be all right, but yeah, not this year. I thought they could get into a play in, but if they lost 17 straight, I gotta see how many more games they'll have left before they. He said Bronny trash. You gonna get my podcast taken off of
I'm not gonna
YouTube?
say trash.
I ain't gonna say he trash, but I think he need to go to the G League for sure.
Yeah.
Man, forget it. This polite for what? Brady trash.
Oh
I'm sorry.
gosh.
Brady need to go to the G League. I think he needs some more work.
He do, and just to get like, seem like his confidence needs to get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like he lacks
I
in that
think he
area.
needs to I think he needs to he just needs I think he should have went back to college for another year, especially with, his health scare and everything that he had. I think if he would have went back to college another year and got a little bit better, I ain't gonna say the man trash. I don't like calling players trash. I'm not gonna say he trash. But
Yeah.
I think he needs to get a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
He said he going to China to the Shanghai Sharks. You stupid. I think he need to go to the G League for sure and develop a little bit more. I'm not gonna say he trash, but he definitely needs to develop a little bit more for sure.
Right, I agree.
Um, you got Valanciunas to the Kings. That may be a good pickup for him for the for Sacramento. And then you got Caleb Martin to the Mavs for Quentin Grimes.
I think the Mavs are gonna be good with Caleb Martin. Him,
Caleb,
Max
Caleb
Christie.
Martin is a good pickup.
Yeah,
I did like Quentin Grimes over there though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Quentin Grimes was good for y'all.
yeah. I think the Mavs got stronger.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Mavs is gonna be better than Lakers this year. That's just what it is. The way the
Yeah,
Lakers are set up, their roster, the way they construct it right now, they not the way the West is. That roster not contending. I don't care if you got LeBron over there. That roster is not contending. It wasn't contending last year with AD and LeBron.
mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Yeah,
Luka a bucket for sure. Luka gonna get you some points, but I don't think that their roster I think they need something else over there.
yeah. They need some more help.
They need some more. They need some defense and they need some more shooting.
Hmm.
Reeves gonna score. Rui gonna score.
And I
Luca
had
gonna
heard
do
they was trying to
Luca.
get rid of Rui. I guess that was not gonna happen because the deadline
But
is
that's
over.
what I made. I mean, actually, Rui and Austin Reeves is probably two of their better pieces.
Hmm.
He said, "Okay, we doing basketball, but you doing the Super Bowl." I'm not gonna lie to you, Drake. I'm not gonna do Super Bowl. I'm gonna be somewhere watching a game. I thought about it, but I need to pop out somewhere for the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm not gonna cover the Super Bowl. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna drop a video this week with my predictions. But no, I'm not gonna cover the Super Bowl. So pretty much from this channel going forward, it's gonna be a lot of off-season stuff. So if you're a Cowboys fan, tap in. I know there's something Drake don't want to hear because he hates Cowboys, but if you're a Cowboys fan, tap in. I'll be covering some of that off-season stuff, and then whatever's going on in the NFL. It's not really a lot going on, especially like in the off season. It's gonna be more so like who they should draft and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna be doing more like draft stuff, what Cowboys can do to make their roster better, and then if there's anything like big as far as like free agency, because free agency for the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, opens up in March. So we will talk about some free agency stuff and off season stuff, but as far as like covering the Super Bowl, no, I'm not gonna be covering the Super Bowl. So I thought about it though. He said I would either this game gonna blow, hope they lose. Yeah, we're gonna do another video. I'm gonna get y'all input on that. I might do a live. I might do a live for my predictions because I'm not gonna do the Super Bowl. So I might do a live. But that's pretty much all I have for all this for the basketball and for the trades. Like I said, I just want to tap in. I just want to come and do a live because I've been MIA. If you watch my other video, you know why I've been gone. So I just want to pop in uh and just just do something for so y'all can see my face while I've been gone. He said, oops, that's the wrong one. He said, and yeah, I gotta listen to 8 other shows talk about the Cowboys. Make that 9. Yeah, make it 9. I'm number 9 on the list straight. Make it number 9. But if y'all watching this back on playback, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notify was it the notification bell? Hit the notification bell because if y'all don't hit that bell, y'all won't even know like when I'm live. And like I said, I just think YouTube, once you be off of once you off of here for a little while, they kind of take you out of the algorithm. So if y'all can make sure y'all turn on that the notification bell so y'all can know when I'm live and when I drop my videos. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Usually my Facebook people be pulling up on me. I ain't really seen nobody from Facebook.
Probably because it's a Friday night. People out.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing really people might be in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It is Super Bowl weekend. Some people might be in New Orleans. I wish I was in New Orleans right now
Oh,
at
no.
Super Bowl weekend. We're gonna be there next year. I'm trying to go to Radio Row next year. Hopefully my podcast will be there next year and I'll be doing all my football coverage from wherever they doing Super Bowl. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. You have anything you want to tell people where to follow you at, where they can tap in with your content? Because you're gonna start a YouTube too. It's not gonna be sports, but let the people know where they can follow you on YouTube.
On YouTube, I think it is called Cha-ching Vending.
She has a vending company, so
Yes, we just put 2 machines into a warehouse. So I'm getting ready to start a faceless YouTube channel, but I think it's called Cha-ching Vending. But y'all can follow me on Instagram at turnerbending.com or I am Raven Turner. Both of them, speaker page, vending page. Tap in, follow, say what's up.
all right, y'all. And like I said, y'all can y'all already know where to follow me at. My socials are at the bottom of the page. That is my Twitter, and then that is the Instagram for the podcast page. Y'all can follow me over there. Like I said, as y'all come back and y'all watch this on playback, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Share with all your people, all your friends, and make sure, most importantly, you are subscribed to the page. This is a football page. We will be talking about football. I did do basketball today, but that's only because that's the hottest things in the street right now. We had to talk about it. I wanted to get a Raven reaction from that Luca AD trade. But like I said, just make sure you guys subscribe to the page. And for my people that's gonna be watching it maybe back on Facebook, If y'all don't want to come over to YouTube, I do have a Facebook page that you guys can go over there and follow. I do drop my content over there as well. And I drop my flyers for like whenever I'm gonna go live. So if you want to follow my Facebook page, it's the same thing. Polite for What Podcast. Just type it in your search bar, and then my page will pop right back up. So I'm gonna see y'all maybe sometime. Ooh, today Friday. I need to do my prediction. I might be on here tomorrow. I might come on here tomorrow to do my predictions for the Super Bowl. But outside of that, I'm gonna start trying to do my lives maybe like once a week to talk about like what's going on in the off season as far as football. Like I said, I'm branding myself for just strictly football. That's why I'm trying to go with my brand. So if you love football content, or if you know other people who love football content, make sure you tell them to follow me. If you love my commentary, make sure you tap in with me. I am your favorite football girly, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.